Welcome to another episode of Trade by Numbers. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I thought I'd shoot some video out here today. I always love the view and starting to sprinkle just a little bit, so we'll try to get through this video and hopefully I don't get wet. With that being said, we held above a crucial level in the market yesterday. We've had a nice trend line moving upward. We is able to hold that trend line. However, if we were to break below that today, that could signal the downturn that a lot of people have been expecting, me included. I've been saying we've got another leg down to go, but if we break this trend line, we could be getting ready to hit that. Now, if we can hold above that trend line, we could get that pop on up that a lot of people are expecting. So we're going to really need to watch the market. Now, in the pre-market this morning, I just checked it before I come out here. We were down about 0.5% in the pre-market, which is not ideal for us at all. However, I don't know. I'm looking for it to get a little bit better. I'm hoping that as we move toward opening, we can at least trade kind of flat today. If we can trade flat or at least just barely down, we'll be all right. But if we drop as much as maybe 1%, I think we're going to end up breaking under that trend line, and that could, like I said, be the start of that next leg down. If we end up breaking under that trend line, then definitely something like the SQQQ could be a fantastic trade, because we could have a pretty significant leg down on this. In fact, I would say as much as maybe 30% before it's over. Now, that's not going to be at once. I'm looking out over the next 3 or 4 months. But we could have a pretty significant leg down to get to where a lot of these analysts are talking about. So we want to be very careful of that. Don't be loading the boat on stocks right now with the run-up we've had when there is so many analysts out there calling for a 20 to 30% downturn from where we're currently sitting at. Don't be out there loading the boat. Now, one of the things that I also wanted to point out is I know that trading can be a potential minefield for a lot of people. And, I don't want to scare anyone out of the market, because it is a fantastic way to make money. It's a fantastic way to get yourself out of a 9-to-5 and start achieving financial freedom. And the only way you can achieve financial freedom, I don't care who you are, what you're doing, the only way you can do that's through investing. Now, it doesn't have to be in the stock market or the crypto markets, but it's got to be in something, in business, real estate, whatever you're investing in. The only way to get financially free is through investing. So if we know that, then we can start to make a game plan. I like the stock market, especially for people starting out, because it doesn't take a fortune. Start with $100 and just start building it. You don't want to really invest in the stock market. You want to invest in real estate. You need $10,000 to go buy a property. You got $1,000. You can use the crypto markets or the stock markets to be able to take that $1,000, turn it into $10,000, and then go invest into real estate. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not telling anyone that you need to go into the stock market as your sole job. I'm just saying that it's a fantastic way to be able to start building what you have to get to where you're going. And because you can start with anything, you can start with $1, you can start with any number. That's why I come on here and talk about the stock market so much, because I know that there's huge potential for people to be able to get out there and get started in their investing journey. Now, the problem is the stock market's not fair, okay? If you're going into the stock market assuming that we live in a free market and that everything should be fair, you're going to lose. You have to understand the way they've set the game up. Once you know the rules of the game, you can win, but you have to understand the rules. It's not a fair market. You got great companies out there that's spending lots of money, improving their companies, and yet they get beat up in the market. They get shorted by hedge funds and stuff that throw tens of millions of dollars at them to put them out of business. You have other companies that, not great companies, but they pay their shareholders well and they're market darlings, so they go up in price. You've got the dark pools out there where they're trading in that so that it doesn't affect the market up or down. So once you understand all this, that helps you start looking for the stocks that you need to be looking for in order to be able to make money. And it's also one reason why I day trade, I'm not saying I don't have a long-term portfolio, because there are stocks that I invest in long-term. However, the majority of my stocks, I'm a day trader. I hold less than a couple of weeks. And that's because I just don't trust a lot of these stocks to be holding them, because you never know where they're going. Some of the stocks with the greatest potential to move is not something I necessarily want to be holding 5 years from now. With that being said, we always try to bring you good stocks on this channel that you can invest in, and it's not something that's just going to crash back down the next day. So with that being said, I'm going to cut it short today. I hope you have a great day. Get out there, start investing. If you want to learn how, follow this channel. And until next time, be blessed. And remember, never trade with your emotions. Always trade by the numbers.